You become who you surround yourself with. That's not poetry, that's war strategy. Look around you. Every person in your life is either sharpening your edge or dulling your blade, period. There is no neutral. There is no middle ground. You are either advancing or decaying. So take inventory right now. Who around you brings you clarity, who drains your energy, who pushes you to level up, and who feeds you excuses, distractions, drama, and weakness? You need to understand something. Loyalty doesn't mean staying tied to people who keep you small. Loyalty to your mission comes first. If someone in your life constantly brings noise, gossip, laziness, or self-pity into your world, cut the cord. That's not being heartless, that's being disciplined, because if you're serious about growth, you can't babysit mediocrity. You cannot carry dead weight and expect to run a sprint. You know what happens when you keep toxic people around. Your aura, your energy field starts to rot. Your decisions get cloudy, your focus gets hijacked. You start to second guess yourself. Their fear becomes your fear. Their laziness becomes your habit. Their hate becomes your lens, and you don't even notice it until you're drowning in the same filth they live in. That's what happens when you don't audit. That's what happens when you get soft about who has access to you. Now listen, this isn't about surrounding yourself with cheerleaders. This isn't about fake positivity. This is about surrounding yourself with people who hold the line, people who demand excellence, people who challenge your excuses, people who tell you the truth even when it hurts. That's the kind of circle that builds you. That's the kind of circle that strengthens your aura. You want to be stronger. Then stop keeping cowards close. You want to be sharper. Then stop letting weak talk infect your mindset. You want to walk with purpose. Then walk with warriors. And if you can't find any, walk alone until you become one. Your energy, your mindset, your discipline, these are your weapons. And your circle, that's your battlefield perimeter. If you don't guard it, you're asking to get ambushed. This is your wake-up call. Stop tolerating leeches, stop calling it loyalty. When it's really just fear of being alone, get ruthless, get precise, cut what needs to be cut, not next week, not next month, now. You clean your circle, you clean your aura. You clean your aura, you clean your path, and when the path is clean, you become unstoppable. You want to move forward, then stop hiding from where you came from. Own your past, every mistake, every failure, every regret, every dark chapter you thought you buried deep enough to forget. Bring it to the surface, not to dwell, not to relive it, but to face it like a warrior and crush its hold over you. See, too many people live with chains around their ankles, invisible chains made of guilt, shame, fear, and failure. And those chains, they come from the past. They come from things you didn't say, things you didn't do, or worse, things you did. They whisper lies. You're not good enough. You can't change. You'll always be broken. But let me tell you something. Those voices only have power if you run from them. The minute you stop running and turn around, face them, they lose their teeth. You don't get to erase your past. This isn't about pretending it didn't happen. It happened. You messed up. You quit. You failed. Good. Now own it. You know why? Because your past built you. It forged your pain threshold. It showed you what doesn't work. And if you're smart, if you're disciplined, it taught you what not to become. But once you own it, once you learn from it, you don't carry it anymore. You don't wear it like a badge of shame. You burn it. You destroy the identity that's been dragging behind you like a corpse. You stop letting your history write your future. You stop playing the victim. Because warriors don't cry about who they were, they train like hell to become who they must be. You've got scars, good. That means you survived. You've got failures, even better. That means you've been in the arena. What matters now is what you do with it. Do you weaponize that pain? Do you turn the shame into strength? Do you build a version of yourself that no longer bows to the old one? This is where discipline comes in. It takes discipline to stop blaming, discipline to stop making excuses, discipline to stop dragging the weight of your past like it's your identity. Because it's not. Your identity is forged in what you do now, how you rise, how you fight, how you show up, day after day, with no apologies and no self-pity. So take the pain, take the regret, take the mistakes, stack them like firewood, then light the match, watch it burn and walk away with your head high and your spirit clean, because that's how warriors move forward, not by erasing the past, but by owning it. Then burning it down. You want clarity, you want strength, then stop running from silence. Stop filling every second of your day with noise, distraction, and nonsense. Because here's the truth, strength is not built only in the gym or on the battlefield. It's built in stillness. It's built in silence. That's where your mind becomes sharp. That's where your spirit gets disciplined. That's where the fog lifts and you see what matters. You scroll all day, talk all day, panic all day, then wonder why your mind is a war zone. You want peace, you want power, then go find the quiet, not once, not when it's convenient, every single day. You sit down, no phone, no music, no excuses, just you and your thoughts, and yeah, the first few times it'll feel like hell. You'll feel the chaos boiling to the surface. That's good. That's what needs to happen. You can't clean the battlefield if you never stop to see where the fire is coming from. Most people avoid silence because silence forces them to face the truth. The truth about how undisciplined they've become, the truth about how far they've drifted from their mission, the truth about how afraid they are to sit alone with their own mind. But you're not most people. You're here to build something real. And real strength, real discipline, it starts in stillness. Because if you can't sit still with your thoughts, how the hell are you going to stand strong in the middle of chaos? Silence isn't weakness. It's control. Stillness isn't laziness. It's power. When you remove the noise, you start to see what's been weighing you down. You start to see what needs to go. You hear the lies you've been telling yourself. You confront the battles you've been avoiding, and in that moment when everything is quiet, you get to choose. You get to choose discipline over distraction, purpose over comfort, action over fear. This practice, it's not spiritual fluff, it's mental warfare. Every minute you train your mind to be still is another minute you gain control over your life. Because the world is loud, life is loud, pain is loud. And if you don't learn how to operate in silence, you'll get crushed in the noise. Stillness sharpens your instincts. Silence builds your awareness. And together, they create a strength that isn't shaken by chaos, failure, criticism, or fear. You walk into the world centered, ready, focused, while everyone else is reacting, you're responding. While they're spiraling, you're locked in. So stop filling the gaps with noise. Sit, breathe, listen. Face the silence and understand this is where the war is won. Because the strongest warriors don't just move fast. They move with clarity, and clarity comes from silence. You want to get clean, you want to get clear. Then move, train, push your body until the weakness bleeds out. That's how you sweat out the poison. You think the toxins in your life are just in what you eat. Think again. The real poison is in your thoughts. In your regrets, in your fears. It's in the laziness you let slide, the self-doubt you feed, the anger you bottle up. That's what infects your system. That's what slows you down. That's what clouds your aura. And there's only one way to purge it, through effort, through pain, through discipline. You hit the floor before the sun comes up. You lace your boots, you step into the gym, into the fight, into the grind. And you move, you sweat, you breathe, you suffer, because that's the price of strength. Every drop of sweat is a piece of the poison leaving your system. Every rep is a punch thrown against weakness. Every mile is distance between you and who you used to be. You don't train just for aesthetics, you train for war. War against the voice in your head that says you can't. War against the anxiety that creeps in when you sit still. War against the shadows of your past trying to pull you back. You sweat because it's the only honest currency in a world full of shortcuts. You sweat because the iron doesn't lie, the weight doesn't care about your excuses. The track doesn't slow down because you're tired. You want to feel better, earn it. Want clarity, earn it. Want peace, earn it. And you earn it with discipline. You earn it when you drag yourself out of bed even when your body screams no. You earn it when you do the extra set, the extra mile, the extra round. Not because you have to, but because that's who you are now. Most people look for relief in comfort. They think rest will heal them. They are wrong. You don't find healing in comfort. You find it in effort. You find it in the storm. You find it under the weight, in the sweat, in the repetition. That's where the poison leaves. That's where clarity begins. Your mind is connected to your body. You train when you sharpen both. You cleanse when you cleanse both. You want to rebuild your aura? Then start by rebuilding your frame. Build the body, the spirit will follow. So get up, hit the floor, fight the weakness, fight the noise, fight the poison, and keep going until the doubt burns away, the fear shuts up, and your soul starts to breathe clean again, because some things can't be talked out. Some things have to be trained out. You want freedom, then sweat for it. Your words are weapons. Every sentence you say fires a bullet into the world, into your life, into your relationships, into your mission. You don't get to waste ammo. You don't get to spray nonsense. You speak with honor because your words carry weight, because what you say shapes your reality, your aura, and the way others see you. Too many people shoot off their mouths without thought. They gossip, they complain, they lie, they whine. Every careless word is a leak in your armor. Every false promise is a crack in your foundation. You think words are just noise. Wrong. Words are force. Words are discipline. Words are action before action happens. If you want to build a clean aura, a strong presence, start by cleaning your speech. Cut out the drama. Cut out the excuses. Cut out the negativity. Replace it with truth. Replace it with integrity. Speak only what you mean only what you say, because when your words carry honor, people listen, they respect you, they trust you, and more importantly, you respect yourself. Honor in speech is more than just honesty, it's responsibility. When you say something, you own it. You don't hide behind "I didn't mean it." You don't blame stress or anger. You take the bullet for your words, just like a warrior takes the bullet on the battlefield. You understand that your words have consequences in battle and in life. Silence is better than empty talk. Say less, mean more. Make every word count. Let your speech be sharp, precise, and deliberate. When you speak with honor, you control the narrative. You don't let others hijack your energy with their noise. You don't let chaos infect your mind through careless talk. Your aura, your energy is built on discipline. And discipline starts with the way you communicate. Your words influence your thoughts. Your thoughts influence your actions. Your actions build your future. So if you want to build a future worth fighting for, you better start by guarding your words fiercely. When you speak with honor, you build trust with yourself and with others. Trust builds loyalty. Loyalty builds strength. Strength builds legacy. This isn't just talk. This is warfare for your soul. Don't be weak with your words. Don't let your tongue drag you down. Speak like you mean it. Speak with discipline. Speak with power. Because every word you fire is another step toward victory or defeat. The choice is yours. Use your words like a warrior uses his weapon, with respect, precision, and deadly intent. Forgiveness isn't about waiting for permission. It's not about making someone else earn it. It's about taking control. It's about freeing yourself, because holding grudges, carrying resentment, that's poison in your system. That's a chain dragging your spirit down while your enemy sleeps soundly. You want to win. Forgive without permission. You think forgiveness means weakness. Think again. Forgiveness is a weapon, a strategic move, a way to clear your mind, sharpen your focus, and cut the weight of anger off your back. When you forgive without permission, you reclaim your power. You refuse to be a prisoner of someone else's mistakes. You refuse to let their actions dictate your peace, waiting for an apology, waiting for justice. That's waiting to stay broken. Life doesn't wait. The battlefield doesn't wait. You don't have time to be stuck in the past. The enemy in your head is the grudge itself, not the person who wronged you. You carry the burden, so you choose when to drop it. Forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you. It's for your aura, your energy, your mission. When you forgive, you cut the ties that bind you to pain and distraction. You open up space to focus on what matters: discipline, growth, and victory. You clear the battlefield of unnecessary fights. You conserve your energy for the war ahead. But make no mistake, forgiveness doesn't mean forget. It doesn't mean you go back to trusting blindly. It means you learn, adapt, and move forward with your eyes wide open. It means you take the lesson and build stronger armor. Forgiveness is about strategy, not surrender. It's not easy. It takes discipline. It takes strength. It takes courage to look pain in the eye and say, "You don't control me anymore." That's warrior mindset. That's owning your story. That's leading your spirit. So don't wait for the other side. Don't wait for a sign. Don't wait for closure that might never come. Forgive now. Forgive hard. Forgive to win. Because the greatest battles aren't fought with fists or weapons. They're fought inside, and forgiveness is your sharpest blade. Your body is a machine. Your mind is a weapon. What you feed them determines how sharp, how strong, how unstoppable you become. This isn't about diets or trends. This is about discipline. About choosing fuel, not poison. Every bite, every drink, every habit is a decision that either builds you up or tears you down. Choose wisely. Too many people poison their system with garbage. Empty calories, junk food, sugar, alcohol, and laziness disguised as treats or rewards. They think it's harmless. They think one won't hurt. But one turns into two, turns into a habit, turns into a weakness that drags you down every day. Poison doesn't just affect your body, it seeps into your mind, your energy, your performance, your discipline. Fuel is different, fuel is clean, fuel is deliberate. It's food that feeds your mission, not distracts from it. It's water that hydrates every cell in your body. It's the sleep that resets your mind. It's the routines that keep your energy steady and your focus sharp. Fuel is respect, respect for your body, respect for your mission, respect for your future. Discipline in what you consume separates warriors from wannabes. Warriors don't let cravings run the show. Warriors don't give in to fleeting desires that sabotage long-term gains. Warriors have a plan, they follow it, they control their intake like they control their time and their mindset, because every piece of fuel you take in either strengthens your aura or weakens it. Choose fuel in your relationships too. The people you surround yourself with are fuel or poison. The information you consume, news, social media, conversations is fuel or poison. Choose carefully. What you allow in your mind is as important as what you put in your body. Protect your energy, feed your focus, starve the distractions. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. You will slip up, you will falter. But if your baseline is fuel, not poison, you get back on track faster. You recover quicker, you perform stronger, because the battle for your body and mind is constant. The enemy doesn't rest, neither do you, so start now. Audit your plate, audit your habits, audit your inputs. Cut the poison, double down on the fuel, own it. This is your machine, your weapon, your life. Treat it like it matters because it does. Fuel your discipline, fuel your purpose, fuel your victory, or choose poison and be weak. The choice is yours. Before you can lead others, you must lead yourself. That starts with your spirit, your inner warrior, your mindset, your drive. You want to build strength that lasts. You want to stand firm when the storm hits. Then first, lead your own spirit. Leading your spirit means owning every part of yourself, even the parts you don't want to face. It means stepping up and taking responsibility for your emotions, your thoughts, your actions. No excuses, no blaming the world or others. It means discipline inside, not just outside. Because you can't be strong on the outside if your spirit is weak, scattered, or broken. Too many people let their spirit be led by fear, doubt, or anger. They react instead of act. They chase every impulse instead of setting a course. But a leader's spirit is different. It's calm under pressure, it's steady in chaos, it's disciplined when no one's watching. Leading your spirit means showing up every day and deciding what kind of warrior you want to be no matter how you feel. You will face battles inside. You will wrestle with doubt and temptation and fatigue. But a leader in spirit doesn't let those battles define them. They fight them, they overcome them, they rise. Leading your spirit also means having a mission bigger than yourself. It means living with purpose and clarity. When you know why you're here, the small stuff falls away. Distractions become noise. Challenges become tests. Your spirit becomes a beacon guiding your every move. And here's the hard truth. No one else can lead your spirit for you. You can have mentors, coaches, friends, but the final responsibility is yours. You are the commander of your own soul. You decide what you tolerate, what you fight for, and what you refuse to accept. You decide how hard you push, how high you climb, and how far you'll go. When your spirit is led with discipline and purpose, your energy changes, your aura changes. People feel it, they respect it, they follow it. Because true leadership isn't about titles or loud voices, it's about quiet strength, unshakable resolve, and unwavering commitment. So lead your own spirit like your life depends on it, because it does. Take control of your mind, your emotions, your actions. Build that inner fortress. Train your will like a muscle. Feed your soul with purpose and don't back down, because the hardest battles are fought inside. And if you win there, you can't lose anywhere else.